who's 10 years old, is going to play the first match against Ransom and Lady Black. She goes to the last of the sport and she goes to the age of the guns. Looking down the side of the number 1 players of the school, 5 Luke Crawl, 6 the captain Kenny Clark, 8
Sam Johnson now. I'm sure you can hear. Quite a windy day down here at the Shades. Kind of getting into the microphone. Apologise about that. If any audio isn't quite as clear as we like it to be, as Johnson takes his goal kick down the right hand side into the feet of Silver, who's in space, takes it down well, trying to find Jamie Allen, but cut out by Graham on the left of Dagenham, who hoops it straight back to Sam Johnson. Rolls it up to Matty Brown. Forward it's a loose ball and it's switched on by Brundle. Balanta. Now on the right hand side with Dagenham. Back into Dobson. Searches it there for Quigley in the middle. He heads it straight out for a throw in. Not quite sure what the plan was there, to be honest. It's out for a down throw on the left hand side.
Looking like it will be just a 4-3-3 for Dagenham today. 3 in the middle, 3 at top.
Yeah, got quickly on the right, Balanta in the centre and Luke on the left as Dagenham won the throw-in, but hoofed straight forward out for the local kick Sam's third of the game inside a minute. Not been too much football played so far. Hopefully wanted to settle, get themselves into a bit of a rhythm. And Johnson takes a goal kick forward. The header won by the Dagenham defender out to Luke on the left hand side. Got Staunton closing him down. Staunton was well to hold him up. Played across from Luke to the right back Dobson. Still on the right hand side for Dagenham. Long ball in. Easily caught by Sam Johnson. Not very much movement there from the Daggers forward, and it was always going to be an easy take to Sam. Rolls it out to Duckworth. Nathan Clark goes long, looking for Show Silver. Headed away by the Daggers captain Kenny Clark. And it's over the town midfield. But Clark can hoof away again. And Show Silver won the header. It's just going to go forward and out. So throwing on Dagenham's left hand side, just right by Town's corner flag. Takes the back Graham. Forward, held it by Quigley, puts it forward to Balanta. Does well to take the ball away from Staunton, and then Allen. To Angelo Balanta, who's in his own half. Passes it to Matt Robinson. And then wide to the right back, Alafiriou. Driven forward here by Robinson. Sorry, Brundle. And hooked away by McAlinden. Sean Silver tries to hold it up, but does so, lays it off to Cameron King. Mark on space now. Straight to Van Luque. It's in the centre of the park. Spreads it wider again to the overlapping Alafiriou. Gets the ball in and it's straight into the hands of Sam Johnson. Again, Dagenham probably had the best part of his opening at 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, they've been looking to find the ball out wide and get the ball in, but nothing's coming from it after that.
Again, Johnson can kick out of his hand. Headed by Clark. Out for a down throw in on the left hand side. Taken by Dagenham Williams, back to Matty Brown. Nathan Clark's got time on the ball here. Goes long in search of Allen, who keeps it in. But his touch on his chest was a bit heavy and it's caught by Graham. Plays the 1-2 quickly now with Luque. Back central to Brundle. Clark again. Eleftheriou. Brundle back to Eleftheriou. Looks to go long, can't find anyone and just passes it back across his defence to Luke Kroll. Carries it forward into the town half, lays it on to Graham, who beats Jamie Allen. Back inside to Quigley. Balanta just on the edge of the D, he's got Brown to beat. Tries to flick it down the right side. To find Quigley down there and went straight out for the goal kick. Johnson plays a goal kick short. To Brown, it's a loose ball. Put out in midfield by Mike Robinson. Quigley, edge of the box here, Balanta carries it into the box. Balanta gets a shot away, blocked by Matty Brown. Brundle back in, lobs it forward and it's caught. Caught by Sam Johnson, lifted up from down.
Sloppy start from the down.
Johnson boots it forward. Looking for Jamie Allen. But he went straight to Elliot Justin in the Dagenham goal. Dagenham in possession, pushing up with almost a front four. One man on every town defender. Joe Quigley wrestling, Nathan Clark there. Clark still won the header. As it's a really nice back heel from Luke, but he couldn't find the Dagenham man. Clark moves it forward, looking for Show Silver, cleared by Dagenham. Put forward by Luke again. It's down to James Dobson here. Good sliding tackle from Staunton to get it out to the edge of the box. Wide again here, Eleftheriou can get another cross in, headed by Clark. As far away as the edge of the box where Marr wins the second header, and King kick it behind him and get the ball clear. The town can set again. Jamie Allen now. Good touch, takes it down. King town counter here. King driving forward into the half, plays it to the feet of Show Silver, who could hold it up and lay it up for Jamie Allen. Space for Michael Duckworth down the right. Cameron King makes a run, but Duckworth's cross straight into Van Luque and out for the town throw. Duckworth as it now takes it past Luque and drives centrally. Michael Duckworth lays it off the Show Silver, but kind of scoops it up into the air and it goes straight to Justin. There it is with Graham. Back across to Kenny Clark. Eleftheriou. Brennan Williams intercepts the pass, plays it to Mark, who did well there to give it to Jamie Allen. Still Allen in the centre circle. Back wider again to Brennan Williams. Now with Cameron King. There's three men ahead of him, trying to find Show Silver. Closed down Eleftheriou, but he could play it back to his own keeper as the Dagenham full-back. Hooks it forward towards Quigley, so nods it down to Balanta. Now we're back with Quigley again, edge of the box, footing from Niall Marr. As Matty Brown concedes the corner, had to do something there to get the ball away from Quigley, who got into the box.
Good start. Dagenham, they're putting practice well together.
Yeah, they are. Certainly looking more dangerous than Town in his opening 9 or so minutes. They'll take the first corner of the game on their right hand side. Corners in, punched away by Sam. As far as Robinson heads it back out wide to the corner taker Dobson. Staunton gets a head on it, goes behind him out for a Dagenham corner again, this time on the left hand side. Beluque, Spaniard, will take it. Dagenham 4 men in the box. free just on the edge. And it goes in and Sam does well to catch it. Almost let it get away from there, almost hit him in the chest, but his reflexes were quick and he gained control of the ball to Down. Rolls it out short to Dagenham Williams, who's got a fair bit of space, it must be said, no pressure on him. Goes to a short ball forward to King. But again, looks to drive forward down the left hand side. Still with Cameron King. Tried to lay it off to McAlinden, who was intercepted by a Dagenham man. They have the ball now with Matt Robinson. Long ball forward to Quigley. Heads it to Balanta. And Dagenham straight out wide with Graham. Luke does well to take it away from Allen and then King there. Teleferi on the right hand side. Dobson, again another cross into the box. Harmlessly out for a goal kick over everyone. Town didn't have to deal with that really.
Just quickly keep the update around a couple of National League scores. Chorley's taken an early lead at Sutton United. Bromley won the Latvia Torquay and AFC Files won the Latvia Edge United.
You see that? I'm not sure whether that quite means Town are still top of the league hopefully.
Currently still top.
We would like a goal just to solidify that, as Johnson's goal kick is long again towards Joe Silver, but to be fair, Kenny Clark's been dealing with him very well so far. Dagenham can only move it forward for another Town throw-in. To be fair, Dagenham are pressing quite high up the pitch when they're in possession, but most of it has been long balls forward from the two centre forwards.
Yeah. Nothing concrete from them so far, but seems the better team out of the two.
Yeah. Johnson got ball, he's chested down, controlled well by Joe Silver. Really good sliding challenge from Kenny Clark.
Great challenge there from Clark.
For Joe Silver. Well, he could have been away there. Managed to control the pass. But he had the ball on the wrong side for Kenny Clark. He had to slide across Joe Silver and win it. And he did so. As Dagenham go long again. Nathan Clark won the header. Second ball was won by Brumble, who headed it as far as Duckworth, who could head out for a Dagenham throw. Which will be taken by Baggers and Graham on the left hand side, just inside the Town half. Duckworth touch. And he keeps it in. Does well, plays it to Allen. Cameron King. Good 1-2 between King, Allen, Show Silver. Now Dagenham Williams, who's careering forward. Plays it down the left to McAlinden. This could be dangerous. Gets the ball into the box. Cleared by Dagenham. As far as Matty Brown. So again, spreads wide to far. Hampton set again with Niall Marr. Plays it forward to Cameron King. Bit of a heavy touch, so there were three Dagenham men around. And they've lost out here with Quigley. Luke. Graham on the overlap. Duckworth trying to see this out for a corner, and he does. Graham fouls it. Couldn't need the free kick. To Down.
Good strength from Duckworth there.
Yeah, it might not have been. It might have been a bit of a riskier option there, rather than to deal with it, to try and let it run out for a goal kick off, force Graham into the foul. But that's what Duckworth's done, and he's won the ball back to Town. And Johnson will take this free kick. Brumble's header. When it again is stopped. Aimlessly upfield, straight towards Elliot Justin. In the Dagenham goal. Luke Kroll. Wide here to Graham. Straight to Josh Thornton. Looks to Show Silver. It was almost a very good ball, Luke Kroll. Did well though to intercept it and get it back upfield for Dagenham. It's with their right back, Teleferi. Brumble, Teleferi. Clark. Still with Mitch Brumble in midfield. Nice split there from Angelo Balanta trying to find Joe Quigley. Wasn't really there though. Matty Brown now has the ball down, wide to Dagenham Williams. And forward here, Cameron King. Matt's got McAlinden on his left and he finds it. McAlinden trying to beat Robinson, who concedes a throw into town. Dagenham Williams goes back with it to Matty Brown. Douglas in a lot of space on the right hand side. Thornton has to recover though. Luke was charging down. Jamie Allen. Back to Douglas, finds the feet of Cameron King, who's made a good run. King on the edge of the box, the pound driving forward. Still King. Finds his boot. Goes out to McAlinden. Goes for down. Goes for down for his first start. Liam McAlinden. Town lead 1-0. Great play against from Cameron King. Amazing run. Dagenham didn't know where he was going. He couldn't put a challenge in. Outside of the full shot was saved by Elliot Justin. Pushed out to his left, where Liam McAlinden was there for the follow-up to get his first goal to the Shavey. Town lead 1-0. Exactly 2 minutes.
Just after a bad chance on the game, dude.
Absolutely brilliant. And this tackling ball, we've not had that much of the ball as Dagenham have had. Almost replicating what both games was like on Tuesday, where we were happy enough that Hartlepool have the ball, swing it forward, amongst themselves in midfield. We only needed a chance. We only need a chance going forward, and that's exactly what we've done. Cameron King's made the goal again. No Dagenham players to get near him. They had 3 around him, and he was just little jinking here and there. They didn't know what he was going to do. Exciting idea to take the shot with the outside of the foot, and it was curving. Justin had to get round, but he could only push it as far away as Liam McAlinden. What a simple finish to grab his first Town goal. Town coming out of the traps straight away, and we couldn't have asked for a better start. 1-0 up. Dagenham have the ball deep inside the Town after throwing taken by Graham. Plays a 1-2, and well, he passed it straight to Quigley, and he was offside with Quigley. So Town will have a free kick just on the right side of their box. They look very, very dangerous going forward. When we get a chance, Johnson takes the kick long, headed up by Brundle, as far as Staunton, looks to show Silver, goes to Troll. Luke Kay brings it down, gets the ball on the floor, lays it off to the left back Graham. Makes a clear ball forward and Duckwood. It won't have made it much easier to have to deal with, but it's long. Just trying to find Show Silver down the right. Just went out though. Nice idea, Show Silver. Was further ahead of Kroll. It is absolutely belting it down. Wind and rain, it is almost what you call sideways rain, Jacob. It is.
Oh, it's hitting us over here itself.
It's absolutely hectic weather out there. The middle of August, football weather. You call it. The Dagenham have a throw in on the left hand side. And it looks like Dagenham will take it. And Town had a free kick there. Mark won the ball and he was held back there by Angelo Valanta. Dagenham Williams goes forward with it. King cut out by Alaferio, but only as far as McAlinden. It's nice interplay between the two of those, and it goes back to Dagenham Williams. Matty Brown looks for it long. Kroll, the leg at it behind him, but Elliot Justin can recover, grabs the ball in his hands, again just kind of looks to settle against the Dagenham. He rolls it out, kicks it forward. And Dagenham have a free kick midway inside Town's half here. Nathan Parker seems to have been holding back Joe Quigley. Didn't look to be much in it, Jake.
No, it's just the back end to the ball there, and then the damage Nathan Parker did.
No, but the free kick maybe 30 or so yards out, maybe slightly further than that to be fair. About halfway into town half. Luke and not Luke and Robinson over it. Tatum to Eleftheriou. And the header was from Staunton, and it's gone to Bingham Williams on the left. Cameron King's making a long run forward. Oh, vital interception there from Belancik. It would have found King. If not, Matt Robinson got the ball, played it off Matt Linden, and it's going to be a Dagenham throw on the right side. 20 minutes or so gone here, down the Shea Town lead 1-0. After Liam Matt Linden's 15-minute goal. He's just joined us. Right here, taken by Robinson. Into Palanta, Colombian centre forward. Brundle tries to chip it over to Luque, who brings it down on his chest and into the box. Luque versus Duckworth. Luque gets it close, hits the head of Nathan Clark. Luque first to it again, but Duckworth can recover and get it away. Still Duckworth, and he wins the throw-in. Good defending from down there. So I'm not sure how much Clark really knew about that ball hitting his face.
No, it looks like Dagenham are aiming for the wide man Luque a lot inside the game.
Yeah, he's been their liveliest player today, certainly. So far as Town go along with it, Jamie Allen holds it up. Put away from Graham, but it's only to King. Plays it into Josh Thornton, who again got a bit of space here. Wider again to Jerome Bingham Williams. Forward with Bingham Williams into the feet of King. Tried to go for the 1-2 with Bingham Williams. Nice to cut out though by the Dagenham defender. But they've lost possession again with Linden. Bingham Williams into the box and down. Central, Jamie Allen into the box on the right hand side. Shoots just wide, and it's out to the Town corner. Came off back to Sam Graham. Town there just winning the second ball. Dagenham tried to clear, kept the pressure on, and we've got a corner out of it.
Telling you, Bingham Williams looks a manic going forward.
Oh yeah, I've been really impressed with him so far in his two competitive appearances for Town. He made it into the non-league team of the week last weekend for his performance against Edsley. He's a big lad, isn't he? Big, strong fullback, but he's equally as comfortable going forward. I like as well. He likes to come central as well. You know, if we space to bring the ball forward, he will. As the corner's taken by Allen to the back post, headed away by Dagenham, back only across their goal. Staunton back out to Allen, gets the ball in again. Cut out though.
Should be beating the first man there.
Yeah, cut out by Melanson, but still with Town possession. A throw-in down by the corner flag. It's Jamie Allen will take. He's only got Cameron King short, or to go back to Duckworth. He puts the ball down and decides why let Michael Duckworth take the throw-in. Well, Barney Army, belted out by the south stand. The throw-in's in, flicked up by Clark. Joe Silver over and King. Oh, it's straight to the Dagenham back, went straight into the Dagenham shoulder, and I think they've given a foul there for a high foot from Joe Silver. It was a nice idea.
Very adventurous.
Yeah, to be fair, it was quite high, but he did win the ball. There was no danger there. His foot was nowhere near a Dagenham man. We could see the confidence there from Toby. The Dagenham play it forward down the right hand side, but it comes off Bingham Williams for a throw. They have it here with Thompson forward. Duckworth put the header from Luque, and Luque's fouled him in the process. The Town will have a free kick. It's fine. Can't believe Johnson today. The Town doing similar though when in position from these free kicks. Matt Linden's getting very wide, hugging the touchline. Show Silver and King almost to the last line of defence. Aims to Show Silver, headed by Clark. And it's a foul there against Show Silver, backing him to Thompson. The flick on from quickly was good, trying to fight for that, but Bingham Williams puts it out and he goes forward again. Clark, who can only head it as far as Cameron King, Show Silver. And just couldn't organise his feet, and Clenny Clark couldn't put it away. Matt Robinson, Joe Quigley, now Mitch Brumble, James Dobson, Eleftheriou, back to Dobson, now Robinson, back to Sam Graham, midway in the town now. The town has every man barring Show Silver behind the ball, making it hard for Dagenham. Sam Graham plays it to Luke. Almost a loose pass, it's cut out there by Niall really well. Leaves it inside to Cameron King, leaves it for Matt Linden. Finn and Williams are now Townsend set with Matty Brown. Niall Maher has a vital job there from Niall Maher. Really underrated footballer, I think. Rarely does anything wrong. And Douglas mugged Luke off there and got past him into the feet of Allen. Well, Show Silver's got a bit of space. Shot on goal straight at Dustin, pretty came over Dagenham keeper. Didn't have very much to do, but it was nice to see Toby taking a shot on first time from the edge of the box.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Jamie Allen out wide so far. His passes seem to be accurate every time.
Yeah, changes on the wings for Town obviously today. We started the previous 2 games with Danny Williams and Jeff King. Allen and Matt Linden playing today. There's a big Mitch Brundle inside the centre circle for Dagenham. Throws it wider to Eleftheriou. Now James Dobson carries it forward, not much pressure on him. Robinson again, wide to Graham. Got Jamie Allen to beat. Does so, gets the ball into the box, laid off. Back by Joe Quigley and Niall Maher. Scoops it over Johnson's goal and concedes the corner. Say, looking very organised at the back so far in Town, though, to say Dagenham have looked pretty quick with them wide men, Luke and Graham down the left. That'd certainly be where they've been having the most success. But again, Sam Johnson not really had a save to make. Well, he's not, to be fair. Everything Johnson's been doing has been claiming these aerial balls that, to be fair, Dagenham have been peppering Town with. As it comes in again, the corner from the right hand side, nicely away by Niall Maher into the feet of Cameron King, who's got space. King, Town have 4 men forward. King finds Finn and Williams, got Eleftheriou to beat. Matt Linden shows over forward as well, back to King. Just no one forward enough to Town into a position where
King a bit too long on the ball, but not enough men forward that are in his position.
No, it wasn't in a position where either Matt Linden or Sean Silver would have been able to get to it really. Dagenham play it across their back 4. And now forward to Robinson, but cut out again by Niall Maher. Now with Matt Linden, who does try to hold off 2 Dagenham defenders and lay it off to Staunton. Maher again, back to Finn and Williams. Josh Staunton looks to the wide for the Michael Duckworth, who just over it. It's not far wide, and they've had a lot of space there, Ducker.
Wonderful quick cross-fed, but just over the head of Duckworth.
Yeah, but the Sam Graham will take the throw in forward. Luke heads it straight up into the air. Brundle wins the second one though, and he can only put it out for a Town fluid, just about level with the Dagenham dugout. Duckworth throws it all the way back to Matty Brown, but he's got a lot of space. So too does Finn and Williams, who he finds. And then Maher. Matty Brown. Long ball forward, trying to find Show Silver. The rain is still absolutely driving down here. I mean, there's not been much football played on the floor. You can probably see why. Dagenham goal 1 again. Johnson doesn't have to do very much to claim it. Dagenham win the ball from Johnson. Long kick forward, and they have it with Juan Luque. Going forward to Staunton to beat. Luque brings it inside to Robinson, but it's still defending from Liam McLinden, who can cut it out. Town can only play the long ball back to the Dagenham defender zone. With Luke Kroll. Now Brumble, Graham, Luke. Does really well there for Luke. Back, and he looks to Brumble, Troll, Robinson. Now with Angelo Balanta looking for the odd rushing. James Johnson, he was offside anyway, but Sam Johnson got there first. Well, we've absolutely nullified Dagenham this past 20 minutes as well. They've not had a single look in, not even these ball, they were sending balls in from deep early, and as soon as he got the ball really into the final third, Town's third, they were looking to hook the ball into the box. Johnson claimed every single one of them, and they've not really even been able to do that in the past quarter of an hour.
No, we're certainly looking much more comfortable in the past 15 minutes.
Yeah, Jamie Allen plays the ball into the box of Cameron King. Couldn't get the cross away. But Mitch Bungle had to deal with it and pumped it out to the corner. Was stabbed away there by the former Dover midfielder.
We're looking hungry for more goals. Trying to see this game off.
Yeah, really.
There's no doubt Dagenham can get back into this game. One goal can change everything.
Yeah, you won't put it past them doing that. They're not looking, they're not absolutely hopeless at Dagenham, to be fair. They're playing some nice stuff. Darren's corners in. Oh, Matty Brown! No. Went over, it looked to me like it could have come off the man. Matty Brown arriving late, the ball was dropping centrally. Brownie running in from the back post of Dagenham man, to be fair. He'd almost have him covered, he'd have made it hard to get the header on target, and it went over. Kroll plays it to his central defensive partner, Kenny Clark. Here's the right back, Eleftheriou. He almost loses out to McAlinden there, and he can only put it out for a Town throwing. Good defensive work up the pitch there from McAlinden. He gave Eleftheriou no time on the ball. Almost tackled him, and Eleftheriou just had to stab it out and concede a throw-in. Between Nathan Clark. Plays it across to Matty Brown, long ball forward towards Joe Silver, wins the header. Goes down Joe Silver, strong challenge from Kenny Clark, to be fair. The ref saw nothing wrong with it. As Luke has it on the left, again brings it centrally. Flicks it inside to Robinson, who shoots straight into the back of Staunton. But again, it drops as far as Eleftheriou on the right hand side. Gets the ball in, header won by Balanta. Out for a goal kick. Well, it probably wasn't quite the header, he went up for it. Cannoned almost off his trailing leg. And it's gone harmlessly wide, just to the right of the goal. Shaky enough moment there though. Spalaka was first to the ball. Just on the edge of the 6-yard box. I'd like to see Town dealing with them. That's probably the closest Dagenham have come to scoring, to be fair, and it's not really even been from a proper shot.
No, Sam hasn't had to made a clear save yet.
No. Black Luke's done really well there to lay it off to Robinson, but Tupper cuts the ball out again. Press it back in, I've been impressed with their left winger, to be fair. Black Luke puts a tidy play off to the Daggers. As Bagger Graham chips it forward, trying to find Balanta, there's too much on it. Clark, he had it covered anyway, and it goes out for a goal kick. Town still lead 1-0 here through Liam McAlinden. And Johnson just set to take the goal kick. Long ball forward down the right hand side, and Jamie Allen goes first to it. Plays it back to Duckworth. Goes short. Cameron King, edge of the box. McAlinden's in space 5. King shoots. Not the most powerful of strikes, to be fair, though, when it rolls straight into the arms of Elliot Justin. Again, good confidence from Town, and the Daggers keeper certainly have more to do than Sam. And again, their defenders just play it amongst themselves here. Eleftheriou. Back to Kenny Clark. Luke Kroll. Play it forward, Ian Graham. Closed down by Allen and King. But it's back to the centre half. Kenny Clark on the right side of the Dagenham backline. Now Andrew Eleftheriou, James Dobson. Elliot back to throw. Town not giving Dagenham an inch here to get forward here, defending 2 backs and 4. He played it close to Ballant here, who can carry it into the box, get a shot away, good foot from Clark. Still with the Daggers here though, with Juan Luque. Tried to curl it into the top right hand corner. It was a shocking effort though, it goes harmlessly behind.
That first challenge was certainly vital from Clark there, blocking Ballant up the shot.
Yeah, his first real chance Dagenham have actually had to get a proper shot and goal into the box. It looked like it was going to go back through. You could hear the wind. It's absolutely manic here. To be fair, I think Town are playing into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Long ball forward. Drops onto the head of Robinson. Niall Marr has it in centre midfield now. Plays it to Binham Williams. Forward to Cameron King, who again has space. McAlinden progress on the left, and it is with Liam McAlinden now. Dummies, steps over. Plays it back centrally to Cameron King, but just on the end of the box. Still King. King, he's beaten him. Oh! The shot was straight at a Dagenham defender though. As Eleftheriou had to clear, Showsilver was bearing down on him, and it's to Nathan Clark. Now Jerome Binham Williams. Does well to hold off Dobson. Back to Matthew Brown and now Clark. Looks for the run of Jamie Allen over the shoulder of Bagassan Graham. Oh! Guston was there first, good idea though. From the centre half. Kroll. Left to Graham. Easy for Clark to deal with as he looks for
everything today, Clark.
Yeah, that's it. Town's defence in the league was one of the very best. I think they only conceded less to Salford last season. They're certainly in the top 5 in the league. 46 goals I think it was, we all conceded all of last year, and you can see why only one so far across, well, almost 2.5 games. Dagenham have the ball on the left hand side, midway inside the Town half. It's going to be a throw into them, which will be taken again by Bagassan Graham. Into the feet of Quigley. Staying in this division, Joe Quigley, after his part of the relegated Maidstone side last season. And it's now with Matt Robinson. Tries to find Eleftheriou down the right hand side, does so. Ball into the box from Dagenham, cut out by Matty Brown though. Out for another Dagenham throw, this time on their right hand side. Eleftheriou will take it, Watford trainee. Into the feet of Ballant, that plays it back out wide to Eleftheriou. Good block from Binham Williams, and it's going to be another throw in to Dagenham. Just midway, it's about mid-level with midway inside the Town box, midway with the level with the penalty spot, you'd say, on the right hand side. They've got 3 men in the box, Dagenham. Ballant, Quigley and Luque, and another 3 just on the edge. They're going to take it long, aiming for Quigley, who was backing into Matty Brown, and there are a bit of asters there. Brownie having to wrestle Quigley off him, words are being exchanged. Would it be a wise thing to do? So Quigley, I won't like to start a fight with Matty Brown.
Definitely not.
No. But not what comes of it. I think it's going to be a goal kick, well, free kick for the Shaman, just inside the 6-yard box. And they go short to Nathan Clark. Back to Johnson. Long forward and central, looking for Showsilver. Kroll got his head there first. Yeah, I'm saying Kroll got the head of there first, but he was certainly barehugging Toby Showsilver. It's a loose back pass from Graham. Showsilver's into the box. Good recovery from Clark. Shot point in. All saved by the legs of William Justin. All that could have been 2-0 up. Won't get too many better chances. Really, really good recovery from the Dagenham. To be fair, Kenny Clark to deny Toby Showsilver a first time shot. And the counter here, Dagenham with Juan Luque. plays it down the left-hand side to Balanza, into the box, but he's facing the wrong way. Tried to do a nice little turn, but Clark could push it wider. Luque. And as per usual, Sam Johnson is tall and strong and captures it with ease. The cross in there. Oh, cracking opportunity for Town.
Playing for the first time today, the weather has actually affected us there. Joe Silver slipping, just couldn't find his feet. Finds Cameron King, but gets the effort away, but straight at the keeper.
Yeah, to be fair, it was probably the right idea from Toby to play it back to King rather than trying to take the shot on off balance. He's not had what to do really with his feet so far today, Joe Silver, but he runs so much and he's always the first port of call for a long ball forward battle. He's having a good battle with Kenny Clark, to be fair. Up there, and the ball's played by Niall Mark and Josh Staunton. Goes long down the right side to Jamie Allen, who's got space. Jamie Allen makes the ball his. Cuts inside to the byline, and he wins the corner off Anderson Graham. Come on, Shaman, belted out by the South Stand. And as the first half has grown on, Town have almost just grown in dominance, not letting, happy enough to let Dagenham come forward, but they've not had a clear-cut chance all game. Pete Wells will be so happy with his defenders as Jamie Allen spreads the corner in, flicked away by Dagenham. It's still with Cameron King edge of the box. Now Niall Mark. Back to Binham Williams. Every Town player is ahead of him. Oh, Nathan Clark tried to let it dummy through to Jamie Allen on the right hand side. Him and Allen were on the same wavelength while he was stood still with Jamie, and it's ran out for a Dagenham called kick, which they play short to Luke Troll. Graham. Oh, Staunton almost intercepts it. He just ran under his feet, and now Joe Quigley can drive forward. Played back across centrally. Staunton, edge of the D, now in the D with Balanza to get a shot away. Dagenham over the bar. Over the bar, I think it was James Dobson who took it, and that's the closest they've come from about 25 yards out. Town just didn't clear the lines well enough there.
That would have really a very positive first half.
Yeah, it would have done, because it was one of them just a shaky 10 seconds where the ball was just dropping half an inch away from Town, and we couldn't quite get it clear. Dobson got space for the shot, and it wasn't a poor effort, to be fair, as Toby Silver chests it down to Jamie Allen. Dagenham can win it back though. Robinson, Balanza, Quigley, here's Luque, again got space and brings it centrally. Luque has a bit of a deep 30 yards out, and Johnson having it wide to his right to the top.
Good move from Dagenham.
Yeah, just before, just like James Dobson was a minute ago, just afforded a little bit too much space there. Juan Luque, simple enough stuff for Sam. As the corner comes in, doesn't beat Jamie Allen, the first man. And it's flicked down, and Matt Linden has it. Matt Linden and Kick, who are furthest forward to Town. Plays it wide on the right to Binham Williams. It's on his wrong foot. Matt Linden can still play it as well. It was the two left footers meant.
Two left footers on the right side.
Yeah, well, neither of them really knew what to do with it. Town still have a throw in though. Deep into the Dagenham half. We'll just slow it down a bit. Michael Gittins will take. Cameron King's free. Plays it a 1-2 with Duckworth. Plays it centrally to Toby Silver, who's strong. Plays it off to Allen. Jamie Allen! Went to shoot into the near post, the top corner. Probably would have been a wiser option to go for the cross. Jamie Allen just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Very, very narrow angle. And it has almost have been a postage stamp level of accuracy. To squeeze that into the top corner just a minute went over the bar. Again, positive play there from Town. King did really well to find Jamie Allen free in the box. And Justin's goal kick. One in the middle here by Robinson. Lofted forward to Quigley. But Matty Brown, easy enough to play. Kroll heads it up and behind him. Joe Silver dealing with it. Oh, knocks down Elliot Justin. Free kick. To be fair, yeah, Joe Silver did win the ball, but he did jump into Justin. As good as that was from Toby, it probably was a bit of a foul, as the fourth official indicates. A single minute of added time at the end of the first half.
You know the referee's going to give them these days.
Yeah. Long ball forward from Justin, headed away by Clark. Show Silver holds it up really well again. So good at that, he told me, Show Silver. He was able to lay it off to Jamie Allen, and even then he was adjudged to have been fouled by Mitch Brundle, so Town will have a free kick. Conditions are as windy as I've seen for a long time, to be fair. Hopefully it almost keeps up in the second half when Town will play towards the win. And Nathan Clark tries to find Show Silver. Cut out by Dagenham, but that's the end of the first half. Now going 1-0 up, Liam McAlinden's 15-minute goal. Rebounded on the initial shot from Cameron King. It was carried slowly at Justin West, and Liam McAlinden was first about a simple tackle with Cameron King back underway, played to Niall Marr. Down the right hand side to Duck. Forward to Show Silver, headed off. Didn't have really much to do with it. And Dagenham regained possession. Goalkeeper Justin goes long, easy for Niall Marr to play him in midfield. Tries to find Cameron King with the header, just an inch or two away from the attacking midfielder. Then it goes straight back to the Dagenham goalkeeper. Elliot Justin goes long with it. Alanka can flick it down there to Quigley. Inside now with Brundle. Here's Eleftheriou. Dobson. Ball into the box. Headed by Clark away. McAlinden plays it to Bingham Williams, who does well just to hoof it upfield. Show Silver tries to make it hard to Kroll. Does the Dagenham defence under pressure here from McAlinden and Show Silver. Forced him to play it all the way back to the keeper. Good header from Bingham Williams. McAlinden won the second ball as well. Kenny Clark boots it forward to Matty Brown. Cameron King can take it down. But again, 3 men on 3 Dagenham men. On King. And they win it back. Niall Marr reads the game well again and puts it out for a throw-in. With Eleftheriou here on the right hand side. Bingham Williams hooks it away. Only side of Brundle. And Balanta can bring it down, spins away from Matty Brown. Balanta plays it centrally here to Matt Robinson. Wider down the left hand side here with Graham, and it's gone out for the throw in. I can backfield it to Luque, who went out low for the throw in the process. What do you think Town need to do in this second half?
Definitely just play their usual way, play the way they've been playing. They can't do no more. I don't think they definitely should not sit back, otherwise I think Dagenham will snatch the result if they go and sit back. I think they need to go for another goal. Keep playing the way they're playing.
Yeah, Dagenham have the ball inside Town's half here on the right hand side with Dobson. Back to Eleftheriou. Dobson tries to flick it on, but it's easily dealt with by Matty Brown. And Town's pressing there made Mitch Brundle panic and he's coming straight out for a needless throw-in really. Not very much composure there from the Dagenham midfielder. Bingham Williams throws it back to Clark, to Matty Brown, sorry. Back to Johnson. Long ball forward to Show Silver. Clark won the header, but he could only put it out for a throw-in. She's taking it on the left-hand side. You're inside Dagenham half. That level with Pete Wilde's dugout. Still got shorts on the Pete Wilde. Maniac behaviour in this one, I'm sure.
It's like 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. Niall Maher has it for Town. Going inside Town there. John Short, who plays it down the right-hand side to Jamie Allen. And Town can bring men forward here. Cameron King holds Luke Kroll off. Will Town with a corner here?
Oh, no.
Yes, we will.
I think today they played so close together, it's worked. Like, one team has been brilliant.
It really has. Jamie Allen has linked up really well with Cameron King on the right hand side, and it's a short corner from Allen into King. Gets the ball across. Cameron King, only 2 Town men there, chested down by Matty Brown. But back to Justin, there was no Town men at the back post there, which is really where someone should have been attacking that really good ball in from King. Graham has it for Dagenham. Passes it forward to Luke. He's got a bit of an interesting career path on Luke. He was came to England to play for Haybridge Swim. They opened up trials to play from Spain, Andorra and Argentina. An 8-year old at the time. And he got himself a contract. And he's now playing professional football in the 5th tier. As Johnson's ball upfield. The header's won by Cameron King, and Jamie Allen has space. Running cross field, finds Liam McAlinden on the left hand side. McAlinden. It was a bit of the ball went straight to Justin. It was not quite enough swerve on it for it to go into the path of Sean Silver. Dagenham tried to play it out the back quickly. Fired it straight into the chest of the Lancer, who couldn't control it. I don't think anyone could have controlled that, to be fair. He just threw it straight at him and it went out for a Town throw. Marr plays it quickly into King, who again does well to get past Robinson. King lays it off to Bin and Williams. Niall Maher again. Staunton's in space and Marr finds it. Staunton back out down the right to Duckworth. Good passing here from Town. Cameron King has it again. Jamie Allen, put out by Bagatang Graham. It was too close. Too close to the Dagenham fullback really to give Allen a chance there. But again, Dagenham can't get it away. And Town win the ball again with Michael Duckworth. Still forward from Duckworth. Chipped forward to Show Silver. Kenny Clark has to deal with it. And he puts it out for a throw in the back level with the edge of the box. On the right hand side, Town just going into the second half a little bit more in these past couple of minutes. So no Town men obviously free here. Cameron King is closer to him and he throws it to King, who turns, looks to go inside. Now back outside and he's beaten Robinson there, lays it off the Duckworth. Staunton goes to the ball in. Luke Kroll had to do that. It was a risky head of the ball was low. Kroll had to get down with the head, but he did so and got it away. And Dagenham looked to bring it forward here on the counter. Eleftheriou back inside to Brundle. Town have got them back now. Counter-attack averted, but Dagenham still have possession. Brundle, back to Clark. Straight by Robinson to start going Town to counter King. Staunton is forward, so too Show Silver. McAlinden on the left, heaves the pass and he gets there. McAlinden, looks for the early cross, comes off Eleftheriou out for another Town corner on the left hand side. McAlinden will take the corner, Show Silver forward, Staunton. Brown and Clark. Maher and Allen edge of the box. McAlinden's corner doesn't beat the first man. But King swung for it first time on the volley. Missed it completely, but Bin and Williams recovers. Duckworth goes to the ball forward. Yeah, Staunton was offside when going for that.
Very similar to the first half, I'd say, really.
Yeah, so far, yeah, it's been, even if the town haven't been utterly dominant, but I think a good value for the lead as Niall Mar's ball over to Jamie Allen is good. Allen wins possession, he's got Graham to beat. Still Jamie Allen, Graham slips, he can't take advantage, passing it back to Douglas. He's free town then in the box. King heavy touch, just took it away from him, but it's Town still in the throw in. Michael Duckworth, Nathan Farr. Here's Josh Storm. Wide to Jerome Bingham-Williams. Heavy touch on Bingham-Williams, he's lost out there to Dobson. And Dobson has space and Dagenham can counter. Central here to Quigley. Belanter on the overlap, good block from Clark. Out as far wide. It's Quigley centrally and good interception from Josh Scott. And now Town can counter. Camden King has got space. Allen on the right, Sean Silver on the left. Plays it to Allen. Dagenham are getting back in numbers here. Jamie Allen, he's only got Sean Silver ahead of him, only one Town man in the box. And he does well to play that off back to Sam Graham and win according to the Town. He's been good today, Jamie Allen.
Yeah, he's very effective today.
Just slightly disappointing there that when Town go, it was 3-on-3.
Yeah,
and no one else came forward. King stopped on the edge of the box. So once Allen had the ball on the right, I mean, he had a right job on his hands to find, if he was going to attempt to find Joe Silver in the middle of 4 Dagenham defenders. The throw into Staunton, who hooks it in, takes a deflection. Allen can try and bring it down in the box. Was he being held back there? The referee doesn't think so.
Case of where he's got to go down there.
Yeah. Good defending from Brown and Douglas. Nullify that and they play it to Mark. Staunton. Forward to Jamie Allen. King wants it. King gets it. Into the box, Cameron King. Beats Kroll. Can he beat Graham as well? Lovely back heel. Out to the end of the box where Douglas is and he's no one back post again. Sean Silver chases Eleftheriou down. Forces him to pass it to Bingham-Williams. Niall Marr goes for it from a long way out. And it's a ridiculous effort that's got Miles wide from about 35 yards. From about 35 yards, yeah, well wide. Here's Luke Kroll, former teammate of Liam McAlinden. They were both at Exeter when they made the League 2 playoff final 2 seasons ago. Joined permanently from Exeter just this season, Luke Kroll. Eleftheriou. Here's Kenny Clark, back with Kroll. Dagenham just playing it across the midfield there. Decent play for them on the right hand side with Belanter and Dobson. Loose ball again, though that one puts it out. Nathan Clark. Upfield and Sean Silver. Town shoved in the back there by Kenny Clark, surely, but the referee didn't see anything wrong with it. Clark's ball forward, nice flick there by Dobson to find Belanter. And Dagenham looks to set again. Belanter. Here's Robinson. Out wide and across. It's Brewer over the back. Stanchion drops it behind the goal.
But Dagenham will be making 2 subs.
Yeah, just looking who's on that. Will Wright looks like he'll be one of them. I'm not quite sure who the other one is yet. Reece Grant.
14.
He'll be coming on for the Daggers.
Getting defence in another tackle actually here.
Yeah, that's what happens. Town will have the goal kick after these lads come on. Fourth official has got 2 numbers up on his board that aren't either player. The manager's having to show him the team sheet. Southland shouting, get on with it, as the ball official gets to out to do his job. Come on, mate, it's only two numbers, come on, mate.
None of them are coming off. Referee's youth squad.
Yeah, ball official second to and Johnson's second goal kick. She won by Robinson, but can only head as far as Matthew Brown. Robinson brings it down though, and spreads it wide to back of Sam Graham. Joe Quinley, back inside to Robinson. Mar gets the foot in and forces them back. Rumble. Kenny Clark. Halifax inside to Dobson. Luke Kroll. Lancer on the ball. Back to Brundle. Dagenham have men forward, but it's nicely cut out by Jamie Allen. Started completed to Duckworth. And Duckworth finds Cameron King, who's in space. King still driving forward. Cameron King plays it wide to Liam McAlinden. It's slightly behind him, but he keeps it in. Bingham Williams is on the overlap. McAlinden goes to the early cross again. It took a deflection off the Dagenham player, and Justin Sinclair.
Another wasteful cross there from the Clintons.
Yeah, he's always looked very keen to get the ball into the box as early as he can. Not quite come off the last couple of attempts. It must be. Dagenham look to play it forward, and they've got James Dobson, who's well forward on the right, and he's got space here. Eleftheriou's behind him. He's beaten Bingham Williams, carries it into the box. Dobson playing across corner. Oh, that was dangerous!
Oh, my life!
Oh, it went through everyone. And there was a Dagenham man at the back post who stuck the leg out.
Joe Quigley was a best 2 yards.
It's not even just that he's missed the entire ball. The only thing, if he'd have just stood there and let him hit him, it'd have gone in. That was shaky from Town. Bingham Williams was caught out by Dobson.
Easy by Bingham Williams there.
Yeah, who's just coming off. Now James Dobson, who caused Town the most problems, really, of any Dagenham player there. He's been brought off to Reece Grant. And Will Wright will replace Juan Lute.
Grant will go and replace Lute's position.
Yeah, Town will also make another change that left hand side. It's the goal scorer Liam McAlinden. It's being brought off with a jet kick. Done really well since the goal scorer McAlinden, but Jeff, he's had a good enough kick today. Be glad to get off the mark from the club. Jeff King, I thought, played really well on Tuesday. There are hands in both goals. Town putting the Dagenham defence under pressure here. Shoal Silver charged him down and forced him to play it back to Preston. Across the defence by Will Wright. Kroll. Here's Belancer, who's got space. Belancer still unchallenged. The Town try and get it away. King slid in. Staunton slid in. Rundle has it. Ball in again. Johnson has to save it. It goes out to the corner.
Slothy from Town now. Slothy.
Yeah, just looks shaky enough these past 5 minutes. A little bit. Town still lead 1-0 though.
The weather's certainly not getting any better.
No, and in fact, the wind's almost changed and Dagenham have had it both halves. As the corner comes in from the right, tried to be flicked on by Belancer. It hit Brown. Out to Robinson, he shot with the deflection. And it's going to go out for a Dagenham throw on their right hand side. Town need to settle and deal with this. Get the ball clear. Andrew Eleftheriou will take a long throw in. There's 5 Dagenham men in the box. The header is won by Staunton and Jeff King can boot it away, hopefully by Town a bit of time. Touchdown by Scott into Brundle. Town giving Dagenham time on the ball here on the edge of the box. Ben and Williams hooked away. Now Cameron King has space. And back Jess King, who can run at the Dagenham defence. Jess King goes to the top field pass. Just too far ahead of Jamie Allen. Decent enough idea that from Jess King, but just not executed perfectly. But it's back inside the Dagenham half, and just after a shaky minute or two, I'm sure Peter will be glad of that. That Town have just dealt with that barrage. We have it again though with Delancey, who's certainly playing deeper. The right side now with Eleftheriou. Brundle. Eleftheriou in. Reece Grant won the header and it went out for a Town goal kick as Eleftheriou swung across him from the right. He was facing the wrong way. Reece Grant kind of flicked it over the back of his own head. Never on target. Again, only a half chance there for Dagenham. Nathan Clark wants to have it covered. Anyway, Johnson will take the score kick. Forward from Dagenham playing a back three now. Looks like Eleftheriou and Batsman Graham are playing out as wing back. Will Wright joined in as a third centre half. The Toby Silver brings it down edge of the box. Cameron King into the box. Mark! Shoot! Oh! That was a cracking effort from Niall Mark. Second time through to bring it into the V on his left foot. Elliot Justin had to get down to the same from his left. Did well to hold on to it. That's been Town's best chance of this half. So 7 goals for Town so far this season, 7 different scorers. Looks like we're not going to be relying on one man to be a source of goals. As Graham up the pitch, runs to the byline with it. Douglas gets a touch and wins it off him. Still Douglas, and he wins the goal kick, kicks it at great twice. And does really, really good defending for Michael Douglas. I'd go as far as saying he's been Town's best player this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. He's been everywhere today. Non-stop.
He's in the exact same at the exact same as Hartlepool. He's not put a foot wrong, put a foot wrong so far this season, but I think he's been exceptional really.
We had a very good defence at last season, but now it's Ben and Williams in there. Not even stronger.
Yeah, and Cameron King has space here, but surely he's wrestled down there. The referee doesn't think so. Body slams by Nick Brundle, but Dagenham regains possession despite the WWE move. Joe Quigley has it, plays it on the right to Eleftheriou. Here's Grant. Will Wright. It is certainly Dagenham now playing with a back three and 2 wing backs. Graham and Eleftheriou much further up the pitch than they were in the first half. Mitch Brundle. Now with Will Wright. Dagenham passing it around the box, but not really to do going much forward with it. On the touch line with Eleftheriou, hits Ben and Williams. The Town can see the corner. Ben and Williams just looked like he tried to swing the second leg at it and just didn't get enough contact on it to avert it going out from the corner. It's going to be the corner in here from Mills right. On the floor, and Cameron King got there first. Wright gets it back though. Edge of the box, Will Wright. It's a good shot. A Dagenham man was arriving back post. He won the header. It looked like it could have been Reece Grant. He headed wide. It was offside anyway, but dangerous falling.
Luckily escape for the Town again.
Dagenham have certainly probably had the better of the second half so far. This is what we want to hear. And Dagenham are making their final change here. Andrew Eleftheriou being replaced by Alex McQueen here. The Town also making a change. Niall Mark, who's been really good today. Liam Nolan being brought up.
Another dominant display right now in the midfield again today.
Yeah, it's a really well played out now. He's a big man in the middle here, Liam Nolan. Just hopefully try to settle with, let the town midfield settle a bit more. Hopefully get the second goal just to put this game out of sight. So he's still in the balance, Dagenham out of this play, stretch of the imagination of Johnson's long ball forward, won brilliantly by Show Silver, who finds Nolan. Binham Williams passing to the feet of Cameron King. Lays it off to the left to Jeff King. Goes behind to Nolan. Binham Williams. Brown. Dagenham putting pressure on the town defence. And Brown can't do much more with it than move it forward. To Justin, who just plays it short to Kroll. Kenny Clark. Will Wright goes for the overlapping ball forward, looking for Joe Quigley, but too much on it and it's out for a town goal kick. .68 minutes gone so far, 22 minutes of town to defend this 1-0 lead. And that's been the story in the second half. It's been town defending the lead rather than town looking likely to add to it. Looks like Jack Earring's warming up as well for the final change for town. Goal kick forward. A Dagenham player wins it, but it's headed as far as Matty Brown. Binham Williams on the left under pressure from the Queen. Binham Williams, long ball, was good. And Sean Silver was being held back again by Kenny Clark. The referee has been quite lenient on those sort of fouls, it must be said. He played across the Dagenham defence, right to Clark. Kroll. Forward, good play to Grant. And then to Ballant, it's dropped to Ballant, who has it edge of the box, gets the shot away. Only a half chance, to be fair, it was cleared. Well covered by Dutton from Brown.
Goal kick.
And it's gone out for a goal kick as well. Yeah, Ballant had to take the shot on early there because if he had taken another touch, Dutton before Brown would have got that clear. Had to go for it, it wasn't the greatest effort. And the final count-up will be being made here. Cameron King, who's been excellent against the Dagenham Town. Such a creative spark in behind Toby Show Silver. It was his amazing run and shot that allowed Liam McClendon to score. And Jack Earing, who scored when he came on as a sub away at Edmonton last weekend. He's going to make his second town appearance. Replacing King just in behind the striker. The young man from Bolton.
I think Cameron's got a massive role in this team now. Fred the last season, he's in and out of the team this year.
Oh, yeah,
guaranteed starter.
Yeah, first name, almost one of the first names on the team sheet. He's absolutely brilliant. And I mean, they were glimpsing how much of a good player he was last season. But this time round, he's just looked like one of the best footballers in this league, all three games. Dagenham bring it forward here with Joe Quigley. Cut out low in town's midfield, but they can't just quite get it under control, and Dagenham have it again. Brundle. Back to right now with McQueen on the right hand side. Still McQueen. Plays a 1-2. Will Wright on the overlap. Hits Liam Nolan and it's out for another Dagenham corner. The Dagenham right outside. The Queen will take all 10 men barring Earing back to defend. The Queen's corner is high towards the back post. Dagenham won the header and it went harmlessly wide, aiming for Sam Johnson's near post. To be fair, I think Johnson would have dealt with that. There wasn't much he saw power to the header. Just looking for a bit more of a foothold in the second half now. Matty Brown gesticulating with his arms there. I tried to tell the towel lads just to tighten this up. And finally, Toby Silva wins the free kick. He could have had about 5 of them. Mitch Brundle holding him. Of course, former teammates last season at Dover Athletic, Brundle and Sean Silver, as was Jamie Allen. Clark will take this. Short down the right to Duckman. Duckman tries to drive it across the box. It was a good idea, but it was too close to Elliot Justin, whose handling had to be good because there was a fair bit of pace on that ball. He couldn't have afforded to parry it out into the path of Sean Silver. Takes the kick quickly, Duckman heads it forward. Out for a goal kick on the edge of the Dagenham box. It's with Kroll. Clark. Right. Back to Kroll. Dagenham's inching forward with it. Grant. Loose pass. Nolan wins it back to Town. Allen. He rings the service man forward. Allen on the right. Interception there. Interception from Reece Grant, I think. And it's back to the goalkeeper, Justin. Now with Will Wright, who's playing on the right side of Dagenham's new central defence. Head tennis there from Town. Earing was a furthest man forward. He headed it further forward again. Easy for Dagenham to deal with. Kenny Clark looks for a lot ball chested down by Duckworth. Jamie Allen's on the run. Duckworth finds him. Jamie Allen looking for the first time. Pass across the show. Silver got beyond everyone. Jenkins now magically in the box for Town. Here's Jenkins. Into the box for Norwood. Shoots just wide.
The ball, what a shot.
Inches away from Toby Shaw Silver. Jenkins got onto it on the edge of the box. He wasn't in the shooting position, to be fair. Played it back out into the D where Liam Nolan was. His shot was powerful, but what it had in power, it probably just lacked slightly in accuracy, and it went a few inches wide and high of the Town goal. Grant on the edge of the box. Duckworth gets it away. What a game that has been having for Town. Absolutely brilliant. He needs to stay switched on though here, as Dagenham still have it on their left hand side. Probably conceded by Jamie Allen again. Dagenham have the long throw. They have 4 men in the box. They throw it to the first man. He's dealt with by Duckworth, out against the Grant. Kroll, quickly edge of the box. Oh, sorry, Robinson, it's caught out there by Nolan. But there's no Town men far forward. Nolan's forced to just kick it back up to Justin. Although the referee must have seen something he disliked there, as Town have a free kick. Sam Johnson will take it again. And look at these sections run down. There really is no rush here. It's not, I won't go as far as saying Dagenham and Town on the road, but they have looked the likely to score in the second half. And Johnson gets the long ball forward. Sean Silver flicks it on to Jamie Allen, who can take it down, and he's quicker than Robinson. Still Jamie Allen. Drags it back. Edge of the box, plays it short. To Earing, goes across the face of goal. Will Wright had to deal with that, projecting was working at the back post. Out for a foul flowing on the right hand side.
Dangerous ball, and again we see someone else to finish it.
Still so windy and rainy. It's horrible conditions to play football in. Town go for a long ball. Sean Silver, back to goal. Can he get a shot away? Side netting. Toby Sean Silver was strong. Was strong to hold off Kenny Clark to get the shot away. The angle was narrow and he could only get the side netting. Good opportunity there from Town. And if I was a Dagenham fan, I'd have been worried there that we were able to throw the ball from the touchline almost straight into the 6-yard box with no challenge on it. Dagenham bring it forward. The crossing was headed away by Matty Brown. And Town look to set again, forward to Toby Silva. Luke Kroll deals with it.
Wrong. Agile today, Toby Silva.
Oh, I really like the look of him. He does. I say he almost plays as, rather than as a number 9, as a number 10. But it's in bringing other lads into play what Toby Silva's so good at. As Jeff King looks to bring it down, and he does so. Oh, come on! Jeff King's nutmegged Mitch Brundle, but unfortunately he's been good to have had hold of him. In doing so, probably more 6 to 1.5 dozen than the other than anything else. Dagenham play it quick. Will Wright, Alex McQueen on his right hand side is where he's going to go, and he does. McQueen gets the ball in, recovery from Jerome Williams, who's taken one into a tender area there. I think who's down and is in pain is Anderson Williams. Certainly taking one for the team. Just getting to his feet now, Dylan Williams. Getting around the floor as he rises to his feet. I think everyone who's played football's been on the receiving end of one of those, and they're not nice. Alex McQueen will take the corner. There's loads of players down in the box. Town get it out to the edge of the box. Right. Spread wide again to McQueen, who can control Binham Williams and Show Silva on it. Blocked away by Toby Show Silva. Liam Nolan. So he's just Earing goes again. Show Silva. And Earing win the ball for a Town corner. Absolutely brilliant defending by the 2 Town forwards. Absolutely brilliant, because Show Silva and Earing, I mean, Show Silva must be out on his feet. He has run his heart out today to Town, and even then putting 100% effort in, and he's won a throw in for Town, and Jack Earing didn't play the part in that as well, giving McQueen no time on the ball. Binham Williams flicks it to Show Silva. Dagenham win it though. Alanza. Now Robinson, wide to Graham. Jamie Allen can't be too long left, truly. 10 minutes or so maybe. And Graham still has it on the left hand side to Dagenham. Kroll. Kenny Clark. Every single player's in Town half far in Justin. Mitch Brundle. Will Wright. Wright tries to send it into the box, headed away by Nolan for a throw in. Just have a look at one. Into the final 10 minutes here, Dagenham's throw in. Hooked away by Binham Williams. He probably had time to do something else with it though. And Dagenham regained possession. McQueen down to Balancer on the right hand side. You've got Nolan on it. Chipped in by Brundle. Back to go Grant. McQueen in the box. Plays it back outside to Balancer. Chipped in and headed away by Matty Brown. And Toby Show Silva can't get onto it. He looks out on his feet. Matt Robinson down the left hand side to Bagassan Graham. Jamie Allen standing him up. Back inside to Kroll. Chipped in. Headed away by Nolan again. Kroll heads it down and Nolan will just proof it back to Justin. This is real backs against the wall here for Town. Come on, Shane, being roared out by the South Standers. Right brings it forward. Grant. And hopefully Town just have a bit of time on the ball here. Allen finding Earing. And now Duckworth. Settle into Jamie Allen. So he keeps the ball. Back to Duckworth. Who does well. Does really well to get past Robinson, but can only play it as far as Luke Kroll. Back to Sam Graham. Chip forward and Duckworth's touch is loose there. Went to Grant, but the referee got in the way of it. And Jack Earing through, he's got 2 men ahead of him. Show Silva plays it right to Jamie Allen. Earing's got down on the edge of the box as he pushed. The referee doesn't think so. Back to Nolan, Town have it, edge of the box. Jeff King, edge of the dig. King shoots! Carried away by Justin. swing to deny Earing and it's a Town corner. That's just what we needed. Just what we needed. That was 5 minutes of Town being on the ropes. And we've got through it. And we've earned ourselves a corner. I mean, in those more parts of the referee who impeded the Dagenham players through Town play it short. The ball goes in. Headed away by Clark. Jeff King tries to regain possession of the Town and does so to Binham Williams. Plays it to Matty Brown, back to Binham Williams. Staunton is in space down the left. Josh Staunton, back inside, Binham Williams in the box. Back to Staunton. It's a poor cross, wasn't beating the first man. Jeff King's won it over from Quigley. Plays it to Staunton, now back in the Town defence. Clark, Duckworth, Jamie Allen, Liam Nolan, Jack Earing. Back into the centre circle with Staunton, who looks to go long. Tries to find Jeff King, right to head it though, back to the Dagenham goalkeeper. It's with Luke Kroll. Cut out by Staunton, no, not quite, just inches away from the Town midfielder's sliding foot. And Matt Robinson has it for them. But that is cut out by Michael Duckworth. Absolutely brilliant from Duckworth. And Jack Earing's in space now. He's only got Show Silver ahead of him, sideways to Nolan. And now Allen, who's quicker than Robinson. Jamie Allen driving forward on the right-hand side of the Town. Allen versus Kroll. Still with Jamie Allen, who's going to take the ball into the corner here. Try and concede the corner of the foul. And he does concede the throw-in. Really good play there from Jamie Allen, but again, another vital interception from Michael Duckworth, and it was his vision to set Allen away. He's been brilliant today as Duckworth, as has Allen, to be fair.
The right side has been brilliant.
Yeah, so much success down that right-hand side of the Town.
Perhaps they're going to struggle to choose the man of the match today.
Yeah, again, an overall really solid performance for Town. So far, just needs to hang on here, the point was to Nolan. Duckworth spreads it across the ball, good defending from Luke Kroll to get it away. Dagenham looks for it, got long ball forward, Grant, easy to pass to deal with. Nolan has a bit of time centrally to Earing. Back with Duckworth, who's Mugbury's Grant off. And Earing has space on the edge of the box into Toby Show Silver. Edge of the box again, Jack Earing deflection. And it's taken any venom out of the shot, and it can roll straight through to Elliot Justin, who again tries to spread quickly, and Dagenham can try and get men forward here. Town have 6 men back, and now more. Dagenham just can't get it forward quick enough. It's with Kenny Clark, Will Wright, Alex McQueen. Right on the right hand side here for Dagenham. Centrally to Robinson, goes left to Bagger Graham. Lords forward. Behind everyone, the Lancers got room to shoot, he does so, blocked away by Town. And the second crossing was rubbish, to be fair, went over everyone. And out for the throw in to Town on the left hand side when really McQueen had more time to have found the Dagenham man. Oh, Reece Grant, Angelo Barnes, was free though. Free, only, 10 yards or so from goal. I think Matty Brown made the block vital for Town. Dagenham have another throw-in though, here on the left-hand side. Into the feet of Balanta. Matt Robinson. I mean, I'm deep in the east end and I'm getting rained on. That's how bad these conditions are. Liam Nolan gets it away. As far as Sean Silver, Allen tries to get a foot in. It's with Graham for Dagenham. Come on, Town. Come on, boys. Oh, it's a loose pass. And Jet King can get it. King. Come on, just drive forward. And he does so. He finds Sean Silver. Allen on the right. Sean Silver into Allen. Can Town get a winner here? Allen gets the ball across goal, side netting. Side netting.
Don't know whether he shot there or dragged his pass wide.
Yeah, just almost one where it was just worth one with power in the direction of the goal, almost half hoping it would take a deflection or find the town man. Dagenham are taking these goal kicks quickly, and Dagenham Graham has it on the left hand side for them. Kenny Clark. Now the ball forward on the right was well cut out by Jeff King, conceding another throw in. By my calculations, there's 1 minute of normal time left to play. Luke Cross. Robinson to Graham. Back to Kroll. Every town man behind the ball. Brought forward, Jeff King tried to be the first man there. And no one does so, but King has conceded a free kick on the edge of the box and going for that. Brought down Alex McQueen. Right hand side. Maybe 4 yards or so from the edge of the box here. Just to the right of the post. It's shooting distance.
It's shooting distance. It's definitely across the goal here.
It's shooting distance. Although to be fair, it'd have to be a short thing to cross Dagenham on 5 men forward. Town have a 5-man wall. There's a gap in it as well. 4, maybe 6. McQueen shoots off the wall, out to the corner. 3 minutes added up by the fourth official. Come on, Town, this is a big 3 minutes. This is a big 3 minutes. McQueen will take 1895 the attendance. 1895 the attendance. McQueen's corner. Straight out for a goal kick.
That's pretty useless.
Yeah, it's not been great from Alex McQueen since he's come on. Oh God.
Certainly a massive 3 points down. Tough game today, but deserved thoroughly, but
it's not over yet, Jake. Don't let me go. Don't curse it. I mean, Alex McQueen putting his corner kick straight out for a goal kick and just letting us breathe. Matty Brown heads it to Jeff King. Loose ball back to Clark. And Johnson has to deal with it. Scoops up into the air. Reckless from Jeff King. Liam Nolan shields it into the pass of Staunton. Toby Silva still running, trying to win the ball. And Josh Staunton's got down, holding his face. A flailing arm there from Grant, I think. Wing Town a free kick. Oh, they're going to be in no rush to take it. It's Nathan Clark's distance. Marty, I say you don't even try it. Don't even try it.
Keep the ball.
Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Yeah. The header was from Kroll, but it was as far as Jamie Allen. Michael Duckworth down the right to Allen. Allen's going to try to take this into the corner under the challenge of Grant. And Allen is doing so. Still Jamie Allen. As far as Joe Silver, who's brought it down. It's a throw into Dagenham right on the edge by our corner flag. They take it, they throw it to the keeper, Justin. Wide to Will Wright. Wright brings it forward. Pete Wild back on the army being better back by the South fans. The Town fans just trying to steal the team over the line. The Duckworth intercepts it yet again. A lovely bit of play from Duckworth, and he's still careering forward. Jack Ealing though, happy enough just to keep the ball in Town possession and in control. Duckworth tries to find Joe Silver forward. Wasn't really too close to him, and Justin can regain possession. Yeah! Oh God! Oh! 1-0 to Town. Town win 1-0. Liam McAlinden, 15th minute goal, securing the points for Town. In the Orthodox, it was as good a defensive performance from the same as it wasn't attacking that team came over the line. Dagenham weren't backed by any stretch of the imagination. They've had chances, but County defence winning the game.